Well, my name is Butch Krieger along with Scott Douglas. We're getting ready now, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you our competitors for the evening here. And we'll start out with the 6,200-pound super modified truck class, the two-wheel drive machines here tonight. Up number one tonight from Maiden, North Carolina, driving the Chevrolet known as the Daddy Rat, Mr. Lloyd Hauser. Lloyd Hauser, ladies and gentlemen. Up number two tonight, out of Warrenton, Georgia, one of the top men on the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series, driving the Ford machine known as Bad Dog, Mr. Mike Stowe. Mike Stowe, ladies and gentlemen. Scheduled to pull then was Donnie Sullivan, but they had a little engine problem, so Donnie will not be here with us tonight. Then out of Midway, Kentucky, a new Chevrolet on the tour, Mr. Darrell Varner. Darrell Varner will be driving the red Rare Breed machine. Then up next, out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, the Budweiser Excalibur King machine, Mr. John Potts, ladies and gentlemen, John Potts. Then out of Union Grove, Alabama, a real hot shoe on the circuit, driving the Chevrolet S10, known as Hot Shot, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Richard Wisnett, Rich Wisnett. Then a man with two trucks here in the class tonight. We'll just go ahead and kind of introduce him both times. He'll be driving one known as the Little Red Truck, out of Dublin, Ohio, and one known as the Yellow T, also out of Dublin, Ohio. Mr. Wayne Roush, ladies and gentlemen, Wayne Roush. Sponsored by Kendall Motor Oil and Aeroquip and Racequip, the little yellow modified T Ford. Then out of Gamelia, Kentucky, driving the Stitches new machine will be Brad Turner. Brad Turner, ladies and gentlemen. Brad and them are sponsored by Stitches Farm and Diamond Gusset Jeans. Then out of Big Rock, Illinois, the Rattlin' Rat. It will be Dennis By, ladies and gentlemen, out of Illinois. Out of Maysville, Kentucky, driving the Poor Man's Pride, number 2, Mr. Johnny Calvert. John Calvert, ladies and gentlemen. Then out of Chambersburg, Illinois, the Vendetta Corvette, Mr. Mike Dixon, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Dixon. Then out of Linden Station, Wisconsin, a fine running Ford in the two-wheel drive. It'll be Mr. Dan Walsh and the Irish Challenger. The Irish Challenger, ladies and gentlemen. And completing the class out of Evansville, Indiana, the I Rock and Roll Camaro, Mr. George Milliken, ladies and gentlemen, George Milliken. And one guy I forgot, I don't want to forget him because he's already given me dirty looks, but anyway, driving the Midnight Express Plano El Camino machine, none other than Mr. Kenny Lamont out of Crossville, Illinois. Ken Lamont, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be our test puller as we get ready to send him on his way. All right, here we go now. As he moves to the line, Daddy Rat. All right, let's give him a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Out of Maiden, North Carolina, Lloyd Hauser. He makes a fine run right there. We are still unofficial at this time, but we will find out for sure how things are looking as we get into the class right here tonight with Daddy Rat and Lloyd Hauser, Chevrolet powered machine out of North Carolina. All right, out of Warrenton, Georgia, here comes the Bad Dog Man. Last year's summer champion on the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series. Here's Mr. Mike Stowe as he rolls up the line with the Bad Dog. I tell you, this is one dumb Ford to watch. Where are my Ford fans right now? How about the Ford people? Here's one to watch all night. You watch those Chevrolets run all night, but I'll tell you, you got to watch the Fords too as they get ready to go here. And here is one to watch. Out of Georgia, he won the summer tour. A real fine gentleman here, Mike Stowe, out of Warrenton, Georgia. This is a great running Ford machine on the line. and gentlemen, don't count that Ford out. Yes, sirree. Man, oh man. How about it, Ford people? What do you say right now, huh? Yeah, look at that Ford. Doing it to it here tonight. Right here at Louisville, Kentucky, the 1989 edition of the National Farm Machinery Show. Mike Stowe and Bad Dog. And we'll see what's going to happen now. We are still unofficial. We wait for the track crew to tell us whether we are go or no. I need Ivan Bogler. Ivan Bogler, go to the front lobby of the Coliseum, please. Ivan Bogler, to the front lobby of the Coliseum, please, if you will. The drugs are only $1 and are sure to make the classes a more pleasurable experience for you if you use those tonight. Souvenir programs are available at all seating arena entrances. Be sure to get your copy and keep up with the pullers in each class. And by the way, there's a deal on some posters in there. You might want to check out the left inside cover. Some deals on some posters there. You might want to look at them. Program. Now they're into two-wheel drive action. The Rare Breed Chevrolet, Darrell Varner, Midway, Kentucky. As we look over here and give you some distances, we have Mike Stowe with a full pull, and we have Lloyd Hauser currently at 196.64, and we are unofficial at this time. We're waiting for the word from the crew. We are going to be official far tonight. So the Rare Breed backs up to the line. Chevrolet, car on line, the man out of Midway, Kentucky, ready to do his thing here tonight in the competition of the two-wheel drives. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what, that's what you call being too light on the nose. Man, oh man, he had a big run going. You heard that engine come up. That supercharger was taking that air on down. Those rotors were mixing that fuel, and man, oh man, that guy was cooking. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, Darrell Varner had a tough run, but man, he was going strong when it happened. He had some ground speed you would not believe. The Varner brothers out of Midway, Kentucky. And
keeping an eye on everybody. I'm down here right at the start line, and we're just going to start. One of the things we're going to try and do as we get into it is find out where you're from and who's come the farthest. So we're going to do a little survey here in a minute, Butch, after the Excalibur King pulls. We'll see if we can find out, start getting an idea where everybody's from here tonight.
All right, here we go. Excalibur King, a 1939 Dodge panel truck. On the line, John Potts. Nice round of applause. How about it? John Potts, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sirree. Good, strong run for Potts and the Excalibur King. Full distance for Roush, 2:30.51, and gets ready to go. So let's see what happens now. Can he come up and catch that Ford? How about it, Chevrolet people? Would you like to see him do it? He tightens up on the drawbar. About 10 seconds. We're going to know whether or not Lamont's going to join the crowd at the top end down No, Lamont still doesn't do it. It's Stowe and that bad dog, the Ford, still leading the way here tonight. So the Chevrolets, Lamont, the hopes of Lamont riding on everybody from Chevrolet here, and the Ford looking good right now. Stowe the leader.
Harold, how long did it take you to get up here? That's not too far, is it?
5 hours.
That's not too bad. Enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
It's just getting started, getting better. Tell us where you're from.
Fremont, Michigan.
Fremont, Michigan.
Machine rolling up. Then he might going after that Ford on the top end. Chevrolet people, we got a long way to go yet with some more Chevrolets, but that Ford is solid right now and looking awful. And so Denny shuts it off right there. He made a fine shot. The rat-powered machine, the rat pink on the side of it. The Rattling Rat out of Buys Auto Salvage. Louisville, Kentucky. Ready to rock and roll here with a little Chevrolet S10. Speaking of rock and roll, we got George Milligan and his iRock-and-Roll Camaro to come out here yet also. Four more to go here in the class, ladies and gentlemen. 4 to go. looking truck, good strong run, and Calvert shuts it off right there after making his run. Let's give John a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Maysville, Kentucky man. John has the vendetta. Machine as he rolls up, looking for number one spot up against that Ford. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, he was the Illinois champion, folks, in both the 58 and 62 two-wheel drive, the Vendetta. So the Wisconsin-based machine of the Walsh brothers and the Walsh Farms, this Irish Challenger, comes to line. By the way, this truck is for sale. If you'd like to buy the machine, they are trying to sell it. And they get ready to go. Great looking graphics and the candy colors just make this an outstanding machine. Not only that, but the way it runs. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause, the Walsh brothers. The question is, did he make it out of here or not? It looks awfully close. I don't know. Mike Stowe standing over there. Well, Mike, we're going to Louisville, Indiana, as he's getting ready to go to work here. See if we can get him. We need to get backed up just a little bit more to the sled, get him tied in. Arias Motors sounding good in time here tonight. All right, he makes it back in now. They can get him hooked in. On these running cars, ladies and gentlemen, the hitches are a little bit different than the trucks because the point where they have to be is way up underneath the body. Just doesn't kind of come to the rear and protrude like it does on the trucks like it. It's not as easy to get to as it is to the trucks. With these fiberglass bodies on board, and they really have some different things to try. Gentlemen, we're going to need to start her again to get him fired up. Having problems with that Camaro tonight here, keeping her going. Well, Milligan with a lot of problems. The engine not hitting on all fours, or all eight, I should say. And the engine, no problems here. I should say, as the Kenny Kent Chevrolet out of Evansville, Indiana, and the Rock and Roll machine with some real problems here tonight. Heard. Good run. What do you think, Scott?
The bad dog's been bad all year. I'll tell you, he's really been on a roll. Won it all last summer as a top contender to win the winter points. And right here, he's put down a tough run. We'll have to see if Walsh has got enough to get him.
Oh, what do you say? There's the pull distance, 191.50, 191.50. See what happens now as the Irish Challenger gets ready to rock and roll here tonight. winner, the Irish Challenger. The winner, Mr. Dan Walsh. Second will be Mike Stowe. Third goes to John Potts in that order. We'll be giving you the rundown completely here in just a minute. But last year, what happened to this truck here at the pull last year?
Well, it got going rough, and I buckled my frame in half, and I had to build a new truck.
You buckled the frame in half and you had to build a new truck. Now, wait a minute, I want to ask you something. A few weeks ago, we were somewhere, I don't know if it was Houston or Atlanta, somewhere. You had this truck for sale. Is it still for sale?
No, not no more.
Not no more. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. He changed his mind real quick. Folks, let's give your winner, the 1989 National Farm Machinery Show two-wheel drive champion, Mr. Dan Walsh out of Austin, Wisconsin, Linden Station, Wisconsin. Congratulations. Good job. And the presenting the trophies here, ICI Ag Products Group, is Mr. Steve Dalsasso, and from the Kentucky State Ford, Mr. Joe Claxon right here at this time. And we walk down here to see Big Boy. You didn't have to worry about the black truck tonight. That's the kind of a joke on the tour, ladies and gentlemen, when they talk about lions in the black truck, but you had to worry about a green one tonight.
Yeah, boy, I knew when they was running a while ago after I'd run the first time, my motor didn't clean out good, and I still picked the front up like I did. If anybody got it out, I was going to be in a world of hurt and a pull-off. I just ran out of weight I could move.
Well, I'll tell you what, as always, Louisville proved to be another biting track.
This may be one of the best tracks, if not the best track that we've ever run the two-wheel drives on.
Let me ask you one thing. Did you change gear before you came to Louisville? Be honest with me now. You don't want to tell me, do you?
Sure, everybody changes when they come to Louisville. And that's no breeze. When you come to Louisville, you lower your ratios at least 1 to 2 turns.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Warrenton, Georgia, let's give your second place man, Mr. Mike Stowe, a nice round of applause. How about it? Mike, congratulations. Good job. Well, John, you came down from Wisconsin. I heard a little story. You all stopped at every tavern on the right coming down. Is that true?
No, it was the left.
It was the left.
We're going to hit the right on the way home.
You're going to hit every tavern now on the right on the way home, right?
Right, that's what we're going to do.
And obviously you drink Budweiser, right?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay. Well, you had a real fine show. This is your first time to Louisville.
Pardon me?
This is your first time to Louisville.
Yeah, this is our first time to Louisville. We had a good time. Next time we come back here, we're going to give these two boys a little run for their money.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Your third place man. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Mr. John Potts, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Good job. Folks, let's give everybody in that 6,200-pound two-wheel drive class a nice round of applause. And remember, Saturday night, they're going to have another two-wheel drive class coming up here. That's for sure. Good run.